It's time. This video, you already know what this video is. You read the title. Fourth Wing. I have no idea. I'm so excited. I should have done this ages ago. I will listen to this and just update you guys as I go. It's been forever since I've done a reading vlog. No, it hasn't. What am I talking about? I feel like it has been. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, bye. Oh, this enemies to lovers with Xaden and Violet is gonna eat. Yeah, Dylan's gonna die, isn't he? He's not gonna make it. That's really shit. Especially since, like, he was gonna propose. Xaden, my beloved. Xaden's here. How convenient that both their last names were said right in front of each other as they're in the line. Please, be so fucking for real. So first, I hate Jack. Secondly, Violet just shouting off random historical facts while she's at the precipice of death is so cringe to me. Please just shut up. I feel like if I was sitting here watching this, I just kind of... Are y'all seeing this? Are we seeing this right now? That is what the fuck I'm talking about. Violet Sorengale. Is it Sorengale? I don't know. Anyway, she has this man by the balls. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and cut those off for me. Fuck you, Jack. Okay, update. We've met Dane. You know, they got a little tension going on between the two of them, and he's hot. He'll serve his purpose as, you know, like the little tea, the little drama between the three of them. Oh my god. Can't wait for the upcoming moments. Because you already know, Xaden is about to... And Dane, I mean, they've known each other for fucking ever. I think he's gonna feel like he has some sort of claim to her. Okay, so I have some questions. First of all, that navy dragon that they were talking about that was like staring down Violet, is that gonna be her dragon? Or is that Xaden's dragon? Maybe 6 dragons just standing there all breathing on top of us together might be a little bit more intimidating than I am able to wrap my head around, because I just don't understand how you're gonna piss yourself in front of everyone. And then the other ones that are running, like, where do you think you're going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And then they just kill them. The dragons do, they just set them on fire. I'm like, it was a fucking dumb decision to begin with. I'm not gonna lie, Riddick is funny as hell. I love him. I'm living for Xaden seeing Violet and Dane come out of the same hiding spot. Oh my god. Xaden called them out. Ooh. I cannot wait until they start beating each other's asses. I really hope they do start just pop, 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 pop. You know? I need it. I need it in my life. I'm sorry. Okay, so to the best of my understanding, there are specific individuals who have the cursed relic tattooed on them. And those individuals are the children of... They're just considered betrayers of the crown now. They started up a rebellion for some reason that we are unaware of and went against King's orders. Again, we don't have all the details, but all we know is that they were all executed. And then the children were allowed to live, but only if each and every single one of them, once they became of age, was put through the trials of the writing quadrant. I am so curious as to what the hell led them to rebel against the king. And their leader was Fen Ryerson, Xaden Ryerson's father. Yeah, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Okay, so Violet just got her ass handed to her. And she had to be mended, which apparently is a rare gift that you receive from bonding with your dragon. So all of these riders, they end up developing this thing called signets. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. How much you want to bet Violet has a rare signet? Maybe she's going to be a mender. But then again, her brother was. The probability of there being 2 in one family... Possibly, and because he's no longer with us, maybe she becomes the new mender. I don't know. Mira just dropped a fucking bomb on us. Apparently, Brennan, their older brother, before he passed away, left Mira a book full of his tips and tricks on how to survive the Writer's Quadrant. She just gave it to Violet somehow. I don't know how, but she was able to get in there, leave it for her sister. They didn't see each other because they're not allowed to, apparently. It's just so emotional for me because Violet's sitting here like, this is the only thing I've seen of my brother in years, because they have to burn all of the belongings of the dead. She's just sitting here looking at his handwriting, and for some reason I'm losing my shit. Okay, wait. Basically, Violet's about to get her ass beat because Xaden has decided to fight her. How am I just not finding out that Xaden's a shadow daddy? Hello? I mean, you think I would have known from all the times that he was compared to Rhysand? But like for some reason it went in one ear and out the other because yeah. I didn't know he commanded the shadows. What the fuck? That makes him so much hotter. I was wondering what his power was. Stop, because Xaden and Violet's little interaction under the tree. And when she threw daggers at his head. All I can say is I love her. She may be a small, little, frail girl at this moment, but she's going to turn into one hell of a warrior woman. I just know it. She may be shit at hand-to-hand combat, but don't let that bitch near your kitchen knives, okay? An incredible aim. Violet, what did you just do? She just put something in somebody's food. Well, her opponent's food. I'm assuming it's going to be like poison, but here's the thing, like you're not like killing them, right? No. Trez, how much you want to bet it's a laxative? I feel like that's more her route. Sorry, random thought, but as much as I love this whole little like class and training and whatever section of the book, I'm just dying to get to the dragons. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for that quote. That quote from TikTok, yeah, y'all already know. I can't wait to meet her dragon. Holy fucking bazoongas. Okay, so she ended up poisoning her opponent for this particular one, but the timing was off, so they got sick before this class, and they ended up not showing up. So now Xaden has volunteered as tribute to fight her in the ring on the mats. You are about to be obliterated. Like, I'm sorry. And Dane's having a little shit fit. We already know. He's like losing it. Stop. Okay. Wait. Stop going for bigger moves that expose you, Xaden says. He drags the tip of the dagger down his side. A rib shot would have worked just fine. Then he guides our hands around his back, making himself vulnerable. Kidneys are a good fit from this angle too. I swallow, refusing to think of other things that are a good fit at this angle. Please stop, because he's literally pinned in between her legs, and I can't help but agree with her. I knew I loved Riddick. I knew I loved him. He's here handing everyone who's making fun of Violet their ass. I love it. I love him. Honestly, marry me. Look, I don't know what kind of fucking drug this man is, but every time he shows up, I have literal heart palpitations. I feel like I'm gonna die right now. Every single time I'm just like, oh my god. Homegirl just made it past the gauntlet, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm having a very, very tough time picturing what the fuck that obstacle course even looks like. I'm not going to try and pretend like I know whether that's a big deal or not. I'm just gonna be happy about it. Yay, Violet. Xaden looking perpetually bored in almost every scene when we see him is just so funny to me. The face that I picture him making every time Violet looks over. Gold. It's gold. Fuck this Amber bitch. And fuck the rules. And fuck Dane, honestly. He's pissing me off slowly, more and more. I can't stand him. Okay, guys. We've gotten to the dragons. I repeat, this is not a drill. I'm so excited. Hopefully they don't burn fucking anyone to a crisp. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Tynan, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Tynan? That's his fucking name. Tynan and that Luca chick, they can go. And hopefully they get Jack's ass too. Take him the fuck out. I'm over it. Okay, well, one of my wishes just came true. They burnt Luca to a crisp. And I can't say I'm upset about it, because here she is just talking shit. And you know, it made me so sad because all of them were picking on this little, like, fluffy dragon. No, my heart was literally breaking because, like, the dragons, they understand. They can speak English, bitch. Like, they can hear you. And this poor tiny little dragon came in and was just looking around everywhere, and they're just picking on this poor dragon. It is so disgusting. Violet has just been chosen by her dragon, and lo and behold, it's the biggest fucking dragon and the most vicious. Words cannot explain the feeling of euphoria that I am having right now, because she handed Jack his ass. Unfortunately, she didn't kill him. He is injured and he ran away like a little bitch. And then Orin and Tynan, yeah, she gave them the 1-2 combo. 1 against 3, and she beat them. Yeah. And also because they were trying to kill the little, the little dragon I was telling you about before. Yeah. They were trying to kill it. I love a good underdog story. I really do. This is giving me all the feels. This is giving me everything I need. This bitch is insane. She's amazing. And especially, she's like tiny like me. I'm 4'11". We're small. We're tiny. I don't even know how she's doing it. I don't know how she's making it this far, but she is. And then the added little cherry on top is we also get Xaden. Xaden. Do you even understand? No. And there it is. And there it is. The infamous TikTok line. I know exactly who and what you are. Violet Sorngale. Please. I love this so much. Why am I fangirling so fucking hard? Stop. Fucking stop. Okay. Let me tell you, bitch. Okay. So, Taryn just told her to stay by Xaden's side. And he knows. He fucking knows. He fucking knows that they're meant to be. I'm just saying. I don't even know how to phrase what I'm feeling right now in my entire body. I feel like my insides are gonna burst out of my body. I need to calm down. I need to breathe. I don't know how to feel. I feel bad for her because she's wanted Dane for so long, and to kind of have it in the palm of your hand and have this moment come into fruition, but then you no longer want it anymore. It's kind of sad. It's like, damn. But you know what? I honestly believe that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes the things that we want don't want us when we want it. And like I said, it's for a reason. But it's always when we don't want it anymore that it wants us for some reason. I just don't understand. But look, bitch, go with your gut, because we already know. Xaden is love, Xaden is life. Just throwing it out there, A student just got their neck snapped by a fucking teacher. What kind of school is this? I can't. Apparently, mind readers, mind readers, because here's the thing, Dane is a mind reader, but he's limited to touch. This guy was just mouthing off, just blah 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 blah, and the teacher just came and just I think I forgot to tell you guys that she got 2 dragons. So you remember the small little golden one that they were all picking on? She got Taryn, Anne, and Darna. A bunch of people just tried to kill Violet in her fucking sleep. Xaden, of course, saves the day. I should also note that Taryn and Xaden's dragon, Sagale, they're mated. But yeah, they all end up gathering together and speaking to each other. And it's just so sweet. They're all just this little family. And I can't. I love it so much. I cannot believe that Dane literally is not taking Violet's side on this. What do you mean? You've been best friends since the age of fucking 5. And you need proof. Because you want to defend some bitch you were fucking last year? Fuck you, Dane. And then Amber. You already know I didn't like that bitch, okay? Do what y'all need to do. Taryn's ready to tear in to somebody. Okay, so Taryn and Sagale were kind of getting it on, I guess. I don't know what they were doing. Their emotions are tied to their writers. And so whatever he was doing led to Violet being awoken to the strongest lust she's ever experienced in her life. She walks out the door and Liam, he's been kind of planted by Xaden to keep an eye on Violet and make sure that, nobody tries to kill her again. She sees Liam and she's like, oh my God, he's actually kind of cute. Maybe I should climb on that. And she realizes that these are not my emotions. This is Taryn. So she runs out of there before she ends up doing something she's going to regret with Liam. She goes out to the courtyard and lo and behold, Xaden's there. And because Sagale is his dragon, you already know
Taryn's getting it on with her. So Xaden's also feeling the same thing. Apparently, you're able to set up shields to block the emotions. Not completely, but make it a little easier to breathe. He's teaching her, and then they just start clawing at each other, going at it. Okay, they finally let loose. And of course, Xaden has to be a fucking party pooper and stop it because, oh, these aren't technically your emotions. They're Taryn's, blah, 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 blah. If you only knew the amount of times that she's been sitting here staring at your ass. Literally.
We are back. We've got my Coca-Cola. Okay, so Zaddy Xaden has taken it upon himself to oversee Violet's training and make sure that everything goes according to plan, because apparently he can't trust Liam, I think it was. Yeah, Liam ended up not telling him about Violet damn near getting her ass unalived by, oh my god, I hate this man, Jack. Jack needs to die. I'm sorry, but like, who's gonna kill Jack? Because I volunteer as tribute. So yeah, she almost gets unalived by Jack, but she used oranges as a weapon because apparently Jack is allergic to oranges. And honestly, I would have fucking paid to see that shit. Okay, so like the oranges, the whole that whole shit led to Xaden being like, you know what, fuck all this. You can't be trusted. Liam can't be trusted. Rhiannon is clearly not doing her job and helping you fight because you keep losing. The only way you can win is if you poison people, and it's not gonna work. So he's like, yeah, I'm overseeing this shit. I can't complain. The tension is ridiculous. Let Xaden pin me on a mat like that, I would have no self-control. None. I commend Violet for having as much patience and self-control as she's had thus far, because could never be me. I'm getting so impatient. I want to know Violet's signet. I want to know her fucking powers, okay? And they better be bomb. For as long as you're making me wait in this goddamn book, they better be out of this world, because I swear to you, if it's not, I might just DNF this book. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Oh my god, everybody is getting their powers and I'm just like, I wanna know. Okay, bestie, we need to talk. I'll explain the situation. Right now, we are at an outpost some fucking where. Outside the wards. Mira shows up. So, you know, she has a little reunion with Violet and they're like, whatever. And then Xaden shows up. Because apparently, Sigale could not be away from Taryn for too long. We are not complaining. And Dane is still unfortunately there. But anyway, so they are like having a battle brief. Guys, one thing about Rebecca is she gonna come through every time with the drama. I love it. Dane and Xaden are sitting here fighting back and forth, and it is so petty, and it is definitely over Violet. And Violet jumps in, and Dane, of course, is being an asshole, and Mir's just sitting here looking at everybody like, what is going on? Then suddenly, Violet whispers to Xaden, stop being a dick, and he's like, oh, you haven't even begun to see me being a dick. And it's in her mind. He's being a smartass and saying like really cheeky shit just through the mental communication line. She doesn't know how to do it yet. So we've got griffins attacking the outpost. All the wards are down. Mira's like, you need to get Violet the fuck out of here, Xaden. Make yourself useful. You want me to trust you, right? And then Xaden is like, okay. And then Violet and Xaden share another kiss. Maybe it's to guilt trip her to leaving because she doesn't want to. I don't know. And then we find out Xaden likes chocolate cake. Because that's something we need to know. I don't fucking know. Chocolate cake is his favorite food, which that is very weird to me. I'm sorry, but if somebody asks me my favorite food, I'm thinking something with a little bit of sustenance, not dessert, like literal sugar in every bite. I don't. Dane is unfortunately still a topic of conversation. He's always there somewhere ruining everything. Xaden is keeping secrets. Violet still has no fucking magic, and I'm just sick of it at this point. Yes. Hold on. No. Run it back. We need to hear that shit again. Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. Yeah. So a little bit of an update. We no longer have a Jack Barlow. Violet has gotten her powers, and let me tell you something. Rebecca did the damn thing with this shit, okay? I want no arguments. I felt that with every fiber of my fucking being. Do you understand? Her and Taryn were zooming through the fucking skies, and she brought lightning. And oh my god, the imagery, the verbiage that Rebecca used was beautiful. What do you mean? She was the skies. She shot that asshole with a fucking lightning bolt. Well, technically, I don't know if the lightning bolt hit him, but it definitely demolished the building he was on. And he's done. He's done. Bye-bye, Jack. And then Xaden saw the whole thing. I know he's looking at Violet like, damn. He's like, that's my baby. God, you know he wants to tear into that. You know he does. Violet is better than me. As evil as that man is, no, I would not feel bad. She's sitting here, she's like very guilt-ridden over ending a life. Girl, don't put me in this book. I will play judge, jury, and executioner. And then she's like, oh, the parents, they're gonna have to get a letter about their child dying because of me. And it's just like, okay, womp womp. Like, maybe you shouldn't have raised a piece of shit. Jane starts babying Violet again because, you know, she's all like, wah, wah, you know, like, I killed somebody. Xaden comes in and he's like, stop giving her that bullshit advice, which is so true. It's like, she needs to own the power that she has. He's like, you don't ever have to use it again if you don't want to. Xaden comes in and all I can think is, Daddy's home. Na, na, na. I don't know the fucking words, in case you couldn't tell. Xaden Ryerson, the man, the myth, the legend. What just happened in this book was the way hotter equivalent of like when Edward and Bella did what they did in their honeymoon house. And, you know, like, obviously everything was fucked up. Xaden and Violet, like, wrecked it. They wrecked it all. Hey guys, you have it the wrong way.
Hey guys, I'm Olivia. So if you guys are watching this video, like it and subscribe. And
Period.
comment. Yeah.
So what do you think about the book?
I love the book. It's quite a great piece of literature.
Yeah, what are we reading? It's Fourth Wing.
Fourth Wing is a great book. You guys should go buy it. Not sponsored, but yeah.
What do you think Fourth Wing is about?
A bird with 4 wings. A two-wing bird and another two-wing bird fall in love, but they have a mutation when they breed. 4 wings.
Get out! My sister's a fucking mess, bro. I love her. Guys, I love Taryn so much. He's such a smart ass. No, I could definitely see him being my dragon. And yet again, here I am wanting a pet dragon. Just know that I want a pet dragon and I want to live in this world. Like, please, somebody, like, just, I want a blue skidoo. We can too, you know? I genuinely hate the king. The king and all the higher ups, they give me the creeps. Like, you know when you just get a bad vibe. I just hope that Violet's mom does not end up betraying her because I will be so fucking upset. Are they about to drop the fucking L-bomb on me right now? Like, Violet deserves this, okay? She's been through hell and back, defeated all fucking odds, been targeted left, right, and center, made fun of, degraded, she's just gone through hell. And on top of that, she has a mother who, girl, I don't even know if her mother loves her, let's be honest. She deserves Xaden. That, I don't trust that. Dane let that go a little too quickly. He finds out that Xaden and Violet, he knows something's going on, and he just lets it go. That's not giving Dane to me. I have a feeling he's plotting. He's letting it go for the moment because he knows. He knows he can't do anything right then. Oh, what was that sound coming from my throat? Xaden, what do you mean? What is happening right now? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Xaden. You're better than this. What the fuck is going on? I don't know how to wrap my head around this, but I believe Xaden may be a traitor, for real. He's currently meeting with a bunch of Griffin riders. the enemy of the Navarians. But honestly, like, I don't blame him. Fuck the Navarians. It's something is sus over there. They are definitely fucking hiding something, and I don't trust them for nothing. In Violet's shoes, I do not blame her for being upset. I think I'd be more upset at the fact that you didn't fucking tell me. At the same time, they did just tell each other that they loved each other like hours ago. So, well, they is too many people. She told him, I still haven't heard shit from you, Xaden. What's going on there, buddy? Please. She's like, they believe in this fucking folklore fairy tale shit, whatever. And it's like, girl, you literally have a dragon right behind you. What are you talking about? And also, let's not forget the note that was cryptic as hell from your father left in the book about all these mythical creatures. We're in the middle of a huge battle. There's not much that I can tell you because there's just a lot of shit going on. They are fighting off these mythical creatures. You know, they're holding their own. They would really have been annihilated if it wasn't for Xaden and Violet. Like, honestly, they are carrying. You know who caused this? Dane's bitch ass, okay? Dane, yeah. I knew I hated his fucking ass. So he touched Violet and found out that the group of the marked ones, they were all going to a particular outpost, and he let his father know. And his father kind of set this whole thing up for them to basically walk into their deaths. I hope they have a plan for his ass if they survive this. Liam and Day are no more. Oh my god. It's killing me. It is quite literally fucking killing me. Violet is trying her hardest to save them, and there's no point. If the dragon's dead, the writer's dead. Even if they are physically okay. Because they're bonded. Oh my god, this is so fucked. This is so fucked. I hate it here. And it's like, it's Liam. You know what I'm saying? Like, we woke up every day to Liam. He protected us all the time. We were like this with him. He made Violet promise that she would watch over his younger sister the next year, which he was supposed to do. And this is all Dane's fault. This is all fucking Dane's fault, and I hate him. Oh, I just want... No. I know I look crazy right now. I was like sitting in the darkness and these lights are really hurting my eyes, but... Bitch! Stop. Brennan is fucking alive? And now I'm wondering, did Violet's mother, or well, I guess their mother, stage his death because he ended up choosing the side of the rebellion or whatever? Or, okay, there's, oh my god, I feel like there's so many different paths this could have taken. It's either their mom knew that Brennan was still alive and that he had chosen to join the side of the revolution or the rebellion or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And out of embarrassment, she staged his death. Option number one. B, Brennan staged his own death and then ran away to join the rebellion because he realized that the entire thing of Bags Gaiath, he realized that they were corrupt. He was like, yeah, no, fuck this. So then he joined them. Or everybody could have really thought he was dead, and because he's a mender, you know, he probably mended himself. And then when he woke up, maybe he had found out all this information and joined the side of the revolution. I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to find out in the next book, which I'm starting right now, because even though it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I need to know. Hello, governors. I feel like shit, but we're going into Iron Flame, and I've got some homemade Italian ice. I don't know what this is, actually. Oh, when I said homemade Italian ice, I didn't mean I made it. Sorry, no. It's Lindy's homemade. Shout out to Lindy. Let's fucking get into it, shall we? Okay, but see, now I'm confused because Brennan and Xaden have been fighting on the side of this revolution together for the past 6 years. And you're telling me Xaden still wanted to kill her on the first date? Like, I just feel like it's not making any sense. You know, it's like you're working with her brother. He's also a Sorengale. If you hated Violet because of her mother without even getting to know her, what? Like, how are you working beside Brennan? This shit doesn't make any sense. It's either you also hate Brennan or you also do not hate Violet. But to hate one without the other, it's a little hypocritical. And then on top of that, everybody else too, they've all been in on it. Everybody else with the mark. In what world did they think that Brennan was just gonna be chill with all of them killing her? Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. Nothing better happened to Andarna. I can't imagine anything or anyone whose death would hit me harder. Violet or Xaden, obviously they're not going anywhere. They better not be. The fuck? We still got Onyx Storm to go to. Lilith Sorengale may be a coward, but at least she's not a traitor to her own fucking children. Thankfully, we have that. Everything that went down, they kind of assumed that she might be involved, or at least know that they were all being sent to their deaths, including her daughter. Violet was like, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. She also had the decency to at least look a little bit concerned. That, to me, is about the most emotion I've ever seen come out of this woman, okay? Also, is she still unaware that her daughter and Xaden were like bumping nasties? Are we in the dark about that? I want Dane and his fugly ass father. I want their heads on a platter. Right now. I swear to God, Violet is pissing me off with this like back and forth. I mean, no, she fully is on team hate Dane right now, but she'll have like these moments in her mind that we are unfortunately privy to. And she's like, oh, for a moment, he reminds me of my Dane. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I don't want you reminiscing about shit with this man. Fuck him. He literally touched you, saw that Xaden had been going to Abazabazabadab. I will eventually remember how to pronounce these names, and then knowing you were going, he literally saw you fucking leave and was just like, I'll miss you. You fucking turd. No. But now, Daddy Dane, Dane's father, he is out to get them all. Oh my God. And he's such a slimy little bitch while he does it. It's really just hitting home. Xaden's leaving us. Xaden is leaving us. I mean, we're still gonna see him, but not as often. And then we're fucking stuck with Dane. Dane! Ugh! Why is he still alive? Oh shit. Liam's sister! Okay. That is not how I expected that to go down. Yeah, Sloane hates Violet. Blames her for Liam's death. Oh my God, that breaks my heart because Liam definitely would not have wanted Sloane to hate Violet, you know? Sloane, get your shit together, bitch. Watching Dane try to be Xaden, so cringe. Oh my God. Motherfucker just standing there, putting on this big show. Like he's somebody. Boy, if you don't go sit down. And then on top of that, everybody has been disrespecting the fuck out of him. Like, his word means nothing. Let me tell you something. Had any of the people from their squad spoken to Xaden the way that they've been speaking to Dane, oh, Xaden would have... Maybe Violet would have gotten away with it. Dane is a fucking joke. We have a dragon named Soulless, and God, he's a prick. He's just burnt the entire third wing, and they were in formation. And then he accidentally kind of nicked Violet, and Terran lost it. Okay, he showed up. Him and Soulless kind of had a little stare down, right? Nobody tries Terran, but this one did. Like, he backed down. It took him a little too long to back down, and I don't like that. And apparently there's history, because Terran's like, oh yeah, I took out his eye. He better not make me take out the other one or some shit like that. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Violet almost got assassinated. I think it was Nadine. She was like, oh yeah, I'm Violet. Ha 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 ha. Because the guy was looking for Violet and he snapped her fucking neck. Right now, I'm at the part where Violet is coming to visit Xaden for the first time. I'm pretty sure they're about to make up. I mean, at least for the moment, like Violet said. Yeah, they're kissing right now. She's been so pissed at him after finding out about the lie, the big lie. I think this is the first time she's let him touch her. Honestly, why fight it? You guys might die tomorrow. Can I just say I hate Varish with every fiber of my fucking being? Violet just got punished because Andarna didn't make it to one of the, like, flight classes. And Varish is obsessed with seeing her. Well, why isn't she here? Why is she not coming to class? We need to see her. And it's like, dude, Go mind the business that pays you, please. But like, technically, I guess it is his job to beat up Violet's ass. And Darna, she's changing, she's growing up. People are not aware that the Feathertails are actually babies. She literally cannot come to class without exposing some secrets. And you know what? There's no point. And Darna's super small. What business does she have going to flight classes? Like, she's gonna have somebody ride her? Violet can't take another punishment, so I have no idea what they're gonna do with Darna. How are they gonna make that work? How are they gonna get out of this? Update, my lovely beings. They just created a serum that essentially takes away any sort of connection to your dragons. You lose the ability to use your signet. It just strips all these writers of anything that they've ever known. Why would they need to do that? What are y'all plotting? I don't like this. Jacinia is a real one. I knew we could trust her from the start. Jacinia is supposed to write down and record everyone who requests a book and what they request. And you know, Violet's been doing research, trying to get more information on like Venin and digging up all the crazy dirt that Navarre has been hiding. Jacinia could have easily gotten Violet into so much trouble. But like I said, she just had a feeling. The reason I'm so hyped about Jacinia being trustworthy is because the Revolution needs a scribe on their side. So she could be the one, guys. She could be the one. She could be the one. She could be the one. I'm so sick and tired of Zaid and Violet fighting and bickering. And it's always about the same shit. It's the same fight over and over and over again. Taryn has Varish's dragon by the freaking neck. Taryn's very prideful, but I think he fails to realize that sometimes actions have consequences and that most likely he won't be the one getting the repercussions of his actions. Violet just told Mira without telling Mira. She was like, oh, well, like maybe it was like Wyvern and Venin, maybe. Possibly, like maybe that would be it. And Mira was just like, are you good? Like, are you feeling okay? At least hear your sister out instead of looking at her like she's crazy. My thing is just like, how can you be in combat and not notice, not see any of the creatures or the people that are actually causing the destruction? Like, how is that? How's that happening? I want Zayden to hold me while I sleep. Whoever is with me in the future, gonna have some big shoes to fill, okay? These books are just making it so impossible to have real expectations. But you know what? I think that's a good thing. I refuse to tolerate bare minimum. And if you don't have a dragon, who even are you? Arik, aka the king's son, knows about the wyvern, knows about the venin. He essentially tells Violet that the king and his older brother are planning to do nothing about it. There's no actions taken in that regard. That's why he joined the Writers Quadrant, because he wants to do something about it. So shout out to Arik, aka Cam. All second years have to be taken into interrogation. Well, practice interrogation. And they basically beat them to see if they'll break. And if they break, then they die. And if they don't, then they pass. Zayden's like, yeah, Varish is definitely going to take that opportunity to enact his revenge, especially after Taryn had Varish's dragon by the throat. There's no fucking way someone brought Jack back to life. There's no way that happened. I officially hate everything. I officially hate everything. Of all the people to bring back, we had Liam. We could have brought back Liam. Somebody could have brought him back. But no, Jack. You couldn't be bothered to wear your own uniform. Varish eyes Zayden's rank on my collar. You know that impersonating a commissioned officer is against the codex, do you not? Nora dumps my bag onto the stone floor. Look, she has another one here. He hands Bodhi's jacket to Varish. Collecting them, are we? Yeah, he was really going to try to discipline her for impersonating a commissioned officer. Like, it's a fucking jacket. It's not like she's out here saying, yes, hey, I'm Zayden Ryerson. Get the fuck out. Oh my fucking God. I totally, no, wait. I totally forgot that Rhiannon can literally summon objects to her. So I'm sitting here like, how the hell did these knives just disappear? And Rhiannon is like, bitch, you better get your ass in here and explain what the hell this is. I'm crying. Okay, so I just want to come to you guys real quickly and state that I love Riddick. I feel like he isn't a character that's given a lot of attention, but he is so incredibly important in this story. He is our comedic relief king. Riddick is perfect. I love him so much. Honestly, Violet can keep Xaden. I want Riddick. I need him in my life. I do. So much has happened. Let's talk about it. Violet eventually ended up having to tell Riddick, Sawyer, and Rhiannon what the hell was going on. Almost everything is out of the bag. She left out a few things. Violet should have done this a long time ago. She's realizing this now because Riddick knew about something that nobody else knew about. There are hidden rooms underground that only the royals can access of books that have not been translated yet. So they are the original copies of everything. No redactions. Basically, they need Auric. Of course, Auric has no complaints about this, except for the fact that Xaden is there. Apparently, Xaden may have unalived his older brother, the twin of the one that's still alive. A few of them are standing outside, guarding the entrance. The other ones go in. Now, the vault isn't necessarily a vault. It just has wards on it, so only royal blood can pass. But Auric, he takes a chance and he drags Violet in there with him. Anyway, they complete the mission. They've got the notebooks from the original 6 and now they're heading back to their rooms. They're acting like nothing's happened, you know? Everything's fine. Everything's cool. But then Violet runs into Nolan. And let me tell you, I had a feeling. I just knew. When Nolan passed Violet a cup of like her favorite drink, I was like, come on now, you haven't learned? It was the serum. Boom, here comes Varish. Nolan working with Varish as if the betrayal could not get any worse. Varish takes her, they put her in the interrogation room and torture her for God knows how many fucking days. She starts to see a hallucination of Liam. Talking to her, it's such a sad moment. Oh my God, I was tearing up. But then we're snapped back into reality when Dane is called in. Dane, this is your moment to redeem yourself. This is your moment to redeem yourself. And redeem himself, he did. So he goes and he touches her. When he sees her memories and everything that they're hiding, he does the smart thing and acts like he's still, you know, by the book Dane. Varish is like, oh yes, he's on our side. So his guard is down and then Dane stabs the fuck out of him. I'm like, yes, Jade. He lets Violet loose and suddenly we're hearing a commotion from the halls. And Xaden has executed anybody who was in his way. They still have to kind of figure out whether they trust Dane or not. I have to say, I still don't like him, but I respect the fact that he finally did something right. And maybe, just maybe, he's not too far gone. We're finally getting some honesty from Lilith Sorengale. Turns out Violet's mother is not a complete bitch. Was she willing to risk the lives of everyone in order to protect her family and her children? Yes, but to some degree, I can understand that. I see where she was coming from. I don't necessarily agree with it completely, but I can't say I blame her, you know? Okay, so everything's coming out. They're letting all the cadets know, hey, this is what's happening. Literally, Violet and Xaden and, lo and behold, Dane are filling everyone in and they are starting the revolution. They're like, anybody who wants to come with us, anybody who wants to stay, you know, feel free to be a little bitch and stay right here. Things are getting serious. I'm like freaking out. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. We're finally in part 2, guys. We're finally in part 2. Dos. And Andarna is awake. But guess what? She isn't fully properly grown, okay? I don't know what happened. They're saying that because she started the deep sleep process on the way to the veil, it may have caused some complications. So her wing's a little fucked, not gonna lie. Can I just say I love teenage Andarna? I love her attitude. Hello everyone, we're back. It's finally time for an update. Mira and more soldiers have joined Erasia. When Mira shows up, she sees Brennan, she's like, what the fuck? And she beats his ass. She's like, you let us think you were dead for all this time? What the fuck? And it's just the three of them all having this fight. So they finally finished translating that book from one of the first 6, and they took 6 of their strongest riders to this temple in Erasia. They bled on it. Nothing happened. And Violet's like, what the fart? Okay, something's wrong. I don't know where to go from here. The only thing that I can think of is going to Takaris, which Xaden has made it explicitly clear he does not want her to go. But she says, fuck you, and she goes anyway. Right now, I'm at the part where Brennan, Mira, and Violet are heading to Takaris. So, let me tell you something, man, okay? This book is funny. It's so funny that I almost forgot to laugh. Violet shows up, and Taryn's like, hey, you know, you might not like the welcome we receive. And the welcome was Xaden. I cannot believe you tried to hide this from me, Violence. There is nowhere you can go that I won't know. He's leading the way, and he's bringing up all these things into Karis's palace, and Violet's just like, how does he know all this stuff? Like, how many times has he been here? How does he know they have a pool? And then, lo and behold, Katrina, aka Kat, is summoned by Takaris because she's his fucking niece. Xaden's ex is Takaris' niece. Oh my god. Just, what is this shit show? I should also mention that Xaden still has a room in this palace. His own designated quarters in this place where Kat frequents often. Needless to say, me and Violet are not very happy right now. How many more secrets are there, Xaden? How many more? How many more are we going to find out about? I won't go into too much detail, but Katrina felt the need to continuously get underneath Violet's skin. And we find out that she is able to escalate people's feelings. So if they're feeling jealousy, if they're feeling anger, if they're feeling sadness, you know, she's just able to heighten those emotions within someone. And Violet, yeah, she feels a little bit insecure. Xaden and Katrina are both royalty. That's his ex. They've had intimate history. And so, yeah, Violet's feeling a little inadequate. But Xaden handled business. And all I'll say on one of the scenes that follow the insistent aggravation that is Kat is my house, my chair, my woman. And then Xaden proceeds to let his body do the talking. But while that was something that I really felt like I needed to get off my chest immediately, we must discuss what happened at the palace, because now we're back, obviously, at Erasia. But Takaris, he captured a fucking venom and unleashed it on Violet. Okay? Xaden was not allowed to help or interfere in any way because Takaris wants to see what she's capable of. She saw rain on the floor. She knew she had lightning. She was like, boom, if I strike it in the water and the venom is standing in the water, I just need to make sure I'm not in the water when this shit hits, okay? Taryn comes and plucks her up and bada bing, bada boom, no more venom. They stroke up a new deal. All the flyers, including Catriona, they have to head back to Erasia and fight alongside the Dragon Riders. Then that's how we ended up in this place where Catriona and Violet and Xaden are all together in Erasia in the Ryerson house. Therefore, my house, my chair, my woman. Okay. I'm a little on edge right now because things have been very, very quiet. Now, they've been on these missions, and yes, there's been challenges and dangers here and there all the time, right? But there's a storm brewing, okay? And I'm terrified. I just hope that Violet does not need to lose anyone else close to her. The way I felt so damn slow because I did not understand Xaden's fucking dick joke. I'm sitting here and I'm like reading it. I'm like, huh? Xaden glances at the slice. He leans in and brushes his mouth over mine before grabbing it. I'm not used to people taking care of me. Thank you. Get used to it. The cold seeps into the leathers from the wall beneath us, and I note the heavy gray clouds moving in from the west. It's already snowing up the pass. I bet we get 7 inches tonight. And Xaden says, maybe more if you're good. You're making dick jokes now? I mean, I knew it was a dick joke I was looking for, because obviously Violet stated it, but I'm just like, where did we get dick from? And then, and then it clicked. 7 inches. And he's like, maybe more if you're good. Varish's dragon just came for revenge, and we did find out that Sloane, Liam's sister, is a siphon. She sucks the power out of people, and possibly your life, really. And Darna goes to town on Varish's dragon. Yeah, Soulless is no more. But I think the craziest part out of all of this was Katrina actually saved Violet. Hello? Out of everything that we just found out right now, that was literally the most jaw-dropping moment. Food for thought. Nothing kills powerful, unshakable love faster than opposing ideologies. I don't know if that's going to be important later. Bitch. My stomach is in literal knots right now. We're finding out that Xaden has 2 signets, and apparently that is a punishable offense for both dragon and rider, because dragons are not supposed to bond within the same lineage, I guess, at least directly. Like, they can do cousin, but not son. And Sigale was literally Xaden's grandfather's dragon. How they got away with that, I have no fucking clue. That means that you will develop 2 signets. So, what is it, Xaden? What is it? Okay, well, that was anticlimactic as fuck. He's an Intisnik. He's a fucking mind reader of sorts, okay? He can read intentions. Like, if you sat here and you were like, oh, I really love cats, he can't read that. But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go kill your cat, he can sense that is how you feel, that is what you're going to do, okay? So he knows your actions before you take them. For some reason, Violet is just like, oh my God, what the hell? It's kind of like, well, have you known how I felt about you and my intentions towards you, and then played your cards right to manipulate me to get closer to you? I can see how that could be a worry. But Violet, I think you worry a little too much. Let's not start going down this rabbit hole, because what matters is that the 2 of you are happy and in love, and he's taking care of you, and he's a fucking liar. So, Xaden, it's not looking good for you, buddy. Okay, it's not. Brennan has finally shown himself to his mother. And let's not forget that Brennan is a man, okay? And he handles business. So Melgren contacts the Revolution. And he's like, hey, yo, the Wyvern are planning to attack us, and we need your help. And obviously, Aracia and the Revolution, they're like, not our problem, motherfucker. Like, you didn't help us. Xaden's flat out no. Melgren's like, are you the one speaking for your rebellion or your heir apparent? And Brennan shows up. His mother's like, Brennan. And then Brennan eats the shit up. Watch. We rule by committee, Brennan announces, his arm brushing mine, as he stops between Mira and me. And I think I'm safe in speaking for the quorum when I say that we do not defend kingdoms who sacrifice neighboring civilians. His head turns towards Mom, and her eyes bulge, let alone their own children, so they can hide safely behind their wards. You will not escape the suffering you forced the rest of the continent to endure. Brennan, Mom whispers, and the urge to cross the line and hold her upright is almost too strong to fight. When all 3 of your children stand against you, perhaps the time has come for self-reflection. This meeting is officially over, Brennan states, his gaze locked on our mother. He places his hand over his heart. I mean this with every fiber of my body. We deny your offer of peace and happily accept war, since it sounds like you won't survive another 2 weeks to fight it. He ate that shit up. Oh my God. I was like, Brennan. I went ahead and did us all a favor and I bought all $3. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Bitch. Jack is Venom. I mean, I knew that evil son of a bitch was gonna do some fucked up shit. All this, oh, he's so nice now. I thought maybe he turned a new leaf. No. This man just killed his own dragon and exposed himself as Venom. Right now we're all at Basgiath because Violet put 2 and 2 together and was like, I don't think the war is happening in Samara. We need to help the Navarians out because 2 wrongs don't make a right, yada, yada, yada. She has to be a savior 24/7. I don't hate it, but I'm like, also... This battle is absolutely fucking insane. I'm so scared of the Sage and what he has planned for Violet and Xaden because, oh my God, Xaden's strong. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, he just graduated. The Sage got some years on him. Toyer, poor baby. God, he's really badly injured. Jacinia just translated the journal. So basically what ended up happening was they translated it wrong somehow. They thought it was the 6 strongest riders, but it's the 6 strongest dragons and fire, not blood. The only issue is that there's 7 runes and they're like, but there's only 6 dens. Bitch, you already know it's Andarna. How are we even questioning this? How are they just gonna hit us with a Liam quote right in the beginning of the chapter? Fuck you, Rebecca. You're going to love Violet. She's smart and stubborn. Reminds me a lot of you, actually. You just have to remember when you meet her, she's not her mother. Oh my God. Just stick the knife in deeper, why don't you? And Darna waited nearly 700 years. 700 years in her little egg until Violet was born. And Darna was like, she just knew. She knew that Violet was hers. That she'd have the mind of a scribe, but the heart of a writer. I'm gonna get that tattooed somewhere. So serious. I love that quote so much. But you know what? That makes so much sense. Why she was there as a Feathertail for presentation. Holy fart knockers. It's coming full circle, guys. Xaden, you're not dying, you son of a bitch. Okay? He better stop. I told you nobody's dying for the rest of this book. They're just messing with me. Rebecca's messing with me. Violet's mom just sacrificed herself. Somebody just had to die. I won't lie to you though, I'm not really feeling anything about it. The thing is I think we didn't get enough time to see the connection between Violet and her mother. I'm very, very upset for Violet. I know she's gonna go through it, but I'm not really like, torn up about it. No. Bitch, no! Xaden, what the fuck did you do? No. Xaden's fucking Venom now. What the hell is going on? And you know what gets me? I know he did it because he felt Violet was dying. Before Violet's mom sacrificed herself, okay, Violet was pushing all of her power. She was like this close to burnout. Oh my God, he probably felt that, thought she was dying, needed to save the whole thing. Oh my God, this is so fucked. The end. Let's talk about how I'm feeling, shall we? Okay. I liked the book. I'm frustrated. I'm very upset. Xaden is now about to suffer for nothing. They better not kill him. They better not touch a hair on Xaden's head. I'm telling you right now. We started off strong. The middle was a little, and then, well, the ending was what the ending was. And here we are. Okay, I'm following. We're on a mission to save Xaden. Violet is going to scour the ends of the earth to try to find a cure. I believe Xaden's already been asking Jack, but we haven't gotten anywhere with Jack. In case you're wondering, he hasn't died yet, but he is caged up under Basgiath. We're also on a mission to find Andarna's family. Right now, everybody's freaking out because a group of people from the infirmary are just, lying on the ground, gray, power and life sucked out of them. Venom were here, and they're just like, how the fuck? How did they get in? I don't want to go making Xaden the villain already, but I don't know. Violet said the Venom may have already been in the school, and Xaden is here. No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do it. I absolutely love when Xaden brushes Violet's cheek with his shadows. That shit is so cute because 9 times out of 10 he does it when everything's going to shit. And it's like his way of being there for her and soothing her. They're trying to come up with a treaty in order for the Flyers to be able to stay. My thing is, like, I don't even understand why this is a problem. They fought alongside you. They sat here and saved your behinds time and time again. Let them stay safe behind the wards. I don't understand what the issue is. It's pissing me off. The writers are now trying to fight the Flyers because they don't belong here, and then Dane steps in, and of course all the writers are like, you're a deserter, you don't deserve to be here either, fuck you. And then Violet has to fucking step in and hand one of the cadets her ass, okay, because she was talking a good game, but the minute Violet stepped into that ring, she shut her mouth real quick. See, I'm having trouble seeing why this is a bad thing. I mean, I know he's Venom now, but he's been keeping his shit together. His eyes are clear. He hasn't taken any power. So maybe it's not all bad. So he's been pardoned from all his traitorous activities, which weren't really his. It was his father's doing. Well, I mean, he did end up being a good traitor as well in the end, but shh, we're not going to talk about it. Now he's received his title, Duke of Tyrandor, but obviously, because he's Venom, he's very, very, very scared. He's like, Violet, you know, you need to be able to pick up the slack when I give in to the sickness. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have no idea what the fuck just happened. They were on a mission. They used some magic and whatever near the wards, and it was a success. Again, I don't understand what the fuck just happened. But yeah, now the Flyers can wield, so I'm happy. If they're happy. Can somebody take out Dane's dad already? Like, his time is up. He just sent the second years to the front lines. Just to be petty. Just to be petty. Just to see if they would survive. Because right now, the front lines are real bad. Especially now that the Venom are super agitated because the wards are up and they were bested. Did Terrence just die? What the fuck? Motherfucker. He's just knocked out. He's just knocked out. False alarm, guys. Oh my god. The way my heart plummeted to my fart hole. So, Violet and Garrick, who somehow showed up. Apparently, there's a hint that he may have another signet. They're having a full-blown conversation. And a Venom named Theophany comes up, and then now all three of them are having a conversation, and then Darna's an Irid, which apparently is an interest to Theophany's. Point is she left them alive, which concerns me quite a bit, because why? Obviously we know, even though Garrick is trying to keep it hush-hush, we obviously know that Garrick has a second signet, and I'm just like, how many other people have second signets? Like, what's going on? Also, where's Violet's second signet? Because, you know, she also has Andarna. Huge shout out to Rebecca for creating Riddick. Thank you, my queen, thank you. Oh, Xaden as a professor is just doing things to me that I don't think are appropriate. Professor Xaden. Stop, because this is so hot. Okay, so they're all fighting Xaden because he's the best. He's the best of the best. And if somebody can defeat him, then I guess you're better than the best, bitch. He calls on Violet. He says, no exceptions, Soaring Gale. And somebody in the classroom, Caroline, was like, now this is what I've been waiting to see. Caroline bounces on her toes like a child. Do me a favor, I say to Xaden, unfastening the conduit's leather strap by my hip and hooking it over my wrist. Then I take 3 steps forward onto the mat and open the door to Terran's power with a hell of a smirk. Don't let me hurt you. You guys remember how Cam is the son of the king? Well, so is Halden. That's Cam's older brother. And Violet's ex. Yeah. And Halden just walks in the middle of Xaden's lesson and starts hitting on Violet right in front of Xaden. Hello? Like, are you dense? Are you good? What is happening right now? I don't care how royal you are. Xaden is about to flip your And that's exactly what he did. He threw him up against a wall. And then Xaden was like, did you love him? Did you love him? I can handle it, but I need to know. Did you love him? And Violet was like, I mean, for like an 18-year-old, yeah, sure. I guess I loved him. What I knew of love at the time. And Xaden was like, fuck. Oh, no, you know how she felt, Xaden. They're on a mission to God knows freaking where. What they're trying to receive or anything, have no idea. But they're in a city. It's abandoned. And Aura, who has been a fucking headache, is on edge. They're not supposed to be using magic because the land, for some reason, is like heightening the powers and making it spread. I don't know. But anyway, her signet is fire. So clearly, like, let's be a little careful with that, right? She just barbecued Grady, their teacher, to a fucking crisp because the bitch doesn't know how to fucking listen, okay? Violet's like, don't do that. Violet's like, don't do that. Violet's like, don't do that. And what did she do? She did it. The whole village is on fire. All the buildings are coming down around them. The fire's spreading. They're about to be trapped. The dragons can barely make it because the lanes are so narrow. Now the wyvern are alerted. The venom are alerted. They're slowly getting snatched up by the wyvern. Aura's no more. Please. Wait, hold on. I'm getting to it. Xaden and Violet are in close quarters, okay? Violet's like, oh no, I don't want to wield near Xaden because I'm pretty close to him. You know, I might hit him. And Taryn says, you've wielded with him a great deal closer. If you know what he's saying. AKA when she would literally set fires to furniture when they were... I love Taryn. I love Taryn so much. He's so... They just went to this bookstore in Delhi. Okay. They're asking for a specific person who knew Violet's father. And this specific person, you know, is a little old lady. And she looks at Xaden. And she goes, you know, you're not quite what I pictured you to look like when Violet's father told me about you, Atos. How you two would grow fond of each other. Oh, and the worst part is that Dane is right there. Awkward. Xaden was like, I'm not Atos. They end up having to find her for this book that Violet's father had written and hid away there. And if Violet can answer 3 questions, I believe, she gets the book. If not, well then, she's just fucked, I guess. I don't know. So Holden and his girlie Anna, okay, that's his guard. They plotted to steal items that they claimed was theirs from the king of Deverelli. The king has him in custody, refuses to let him go. So Anna obviously got caught. So then Xaden and Violet, they decide to go and free him. Obviously, he's the Prince of Navarre. Like, we can't just leave him. They find out the whole situation, and then they get served some food. So do the King of Deverelli's tigers. And it may or may not be Anna. To make matters worse, when shit hits the fan, Xaden went venom again. Okay, so Violet, look, and I know I've said this before. I've said this a million times, probably at this point, but that was before I read Fourth Wing. It cannot be helped. It cannot be helped. Violet Sorrengale. She is the most badass FMC I've ever seen in my fucking life. Do you understand me? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
She's not physically just owning these people, especially since the physicality part of everything came after Taryn. But mentally, this bitch owns a room. And I have never seen another FMC take the reins the way she does. She's like, Xaden, sit back. Sit back, baby. I got this. They are all on a mission, yet again, traveling across the seas. They brought Arik this time because Halden's a liability. Halden cannot be trusted. His anger, it's a problem. It's a problem. But yeah, so they're in Dune, one of these isles that worships the god of war, maybe, I want to say, or strength, or something. I don't know, something along those lines. Xaden, Violet, and Dane are fighting the biggest hunks of human fucking flesh they have ever seen in their life. And I fear they may not walk out of this alive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are we really insinuating Dane and Sloane? Why does that not sit right with me? I don't like that. Theophany. They were all under the assumption that she had lightning powers. No, I don't know if I ever brought up what Violet's mother's powers were and how that operated, but basically Violet's mother was very, very strong. She controlled the weather. We got a problem. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm truly terrified. I do not see light at the end of this tunnel. We finished Onyx Storm, okay? I would like to make it very clear. I was not aware that this was not the last book. This ending took me by surprise. What the fuck do you mean? Where the fuck is Xaden? What do you mean? I don't know what happened within the days that I was missing. Imogen, what do you mean you fucking did what I asked you to? What are you talking about? What are you saying right now? What are you saying? I'm clearly not understanding English because this cannot be possible. Some pros. Violet killed Theophany. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Andarna's back. Andarna's back. Yes, yes. Quinn is dead. Not a good thing, but just wanted to update you on that because it wouldn't be the Empyrean series if somebody wasn't fucking dying. This is my favorite book out of the series, by far. Just everything that goes on, the characters that are introduced, love it, love it. The battles, they're not quite as insane as the other ones. It's just higher stakes because we're coming in on closing time, right? And Xaden, oh, baby Xaden. He did what needed to be done, but now he's gone. Where would he go? No, like seriously, where does Xaden have to go? Where is he going? He's like, oh, don't look for me. Oh, sorry, totally forgot to mention this. They're married. Yeah, Violet and Xaden are married, making her the Duchess of Tyrandor. But where is her beloved husband? Nobody fucking knows. But I can tell you one thing, I'm pretty sure they know he's Venom. Anyway, guys, if you guys have stuck with me throughout this entire reading vlog, I would like to say thank you so much. I have been recommended Fourth Wing time and time again. I have to say, all of the characters were so well written. I felt for every single one of them. And you really felt hate for Jack. I mean, Jack was just, ugh. You're just going through so many emotions. It's great. And then the cliffhangers. The way every single book has ended has been insane. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Again, editing is taking a lot longer because school, my college courses are eating me alive right now. Please send your thoughts and prayers. Have a great rest of your week. Please be safe. See you guys next time.